There are signs to tell if a guy misses you after a breakup. To help you, here is a list of signs to find out if a guy misses you or not. The signs guys give when they miss someone. A man is well known for keeping the important things away from everyone's knowledge. They would rather stay quiet in a corner than pour out their feelings to their friends or family when a breakup occurs. It could be they are just trying to save themselves from rejection or judgment from people who will hear their story. The same logic applies as well when a man misses a girl. And when he does, he would exhibit various signs that he's missing that one person badly. While away, he would go to hell and back, then explain these signs to a friend on how he misses you. Even though these guys would choose not to say anything, their actions betray their true intentions via these signs. When a guy misses a girl, you can be sure to find clues in the way he acts or talks. But before everything else, you have to understand that guys are worlds apart from girls when it comes to their feelings. Men have a harder time expressing themselves, especially when it comes to breakups and their emotions. So, when you know a guy who's missing someone terribly, do take it as a sign to tread carefully, ladies. Here are the ways you can determine if a guy misses you. Heaven knows you need this in order to fix any problem you have with that guy in your life. Guys call a lot when they miss you. Modern technology has really made the world smaller. With the help of smartphones, you can easily call your loved ones whenever you start to miss them while away. That's the same case for your guy too. When you break up and you have no contact with him, since he has a phone of his own and he's dying to listen to your voice, he will take the chance to call you every time he can and tell you how much he misses you. In some cases, his timing can go wrong too. This is a sign that he misses you badly. Let's say you have a deadline in the office or you're in the middle of an exam and he's trying to reach you. Worse, he could even wake you up in the middle of the night while he's drunk with his friends. Guys keep your stuff when they miss girls. You don't know it, but when you break up with your man, he tends to keep his feelings to himself. Along with those aforementioned feelings, he also keeps every item that has a special memory when the both of you have no contact whatsoever. This is a signal of desperation because he can't be with you anytime he desires. For example, he will hold on tight to your old shirt while you are away from him indefinitely. Even the smallest thing will mean so much to a guy when he is missing you badly while away. He likes, comments, and reacts to anything on your social media accounts. Have you ever noticed a barrage of likes and comments on your social media accounts? Well, that's a clear sign your guy misses you badly while away. He is trying to attract your attention by using various social media sites in his favor. He could even go and like your old photo 10 years ago. That means he is browsing your page and doing his best to see you again. If that isn't an obvious signal, then it means your guy has too much time in his hands. He asks your friends for any updates or signs about you. For sure, you and your man made a lot of common friends that are still in contact with you today. Since your man is missing badly, he will use these people to ask about you and pass along how he's doing right now while away. This sign involves your circle of friends and it could get complicated if you're not sure what to do about your man. Make sure you know where you stand so you can act accordingly when other people tell stories on how much he misses you. Otherwise, you're giving your guy all the wrong signals. Guys suddenly appear out of nowhere when they miss you. Another sign your guy misses you badly is when he suddenly pops out from nowhere in the places you frequent the most. Since your man knew your daily schedule, he has an idea where you're going to be. He could just have a casual excuse to be there, or he's planning something big to win you back. In other cases, he can start his day stalking you and wait for the right moment to appear before you. No matter what he does or where you see him, he's just dying to get a glimpse of you in this difficult phase of his life. He doesn't give any romantic signs to other girls while away. You can't force a guy to go out with other girls if he's still missing you. He'd rather rot away in his room than make everyone think he's over you with a new person. There could be a lot of signs he's not into other women, but they all lead to him missing you in his life. That's how much he loves and misses you. He'd rather spend his free time on his own. If he's not at work, school, or with his friends, he would opt to stay at home and be alone. That's because he tremendously misses you and won't suffer to waste his time if you're not in it. Rather than be with other people who will never understand why he misses you, he would be alone with his thoughts. And mind you, those thoughts consist mainly of you. He does his best to be in your life when he misses you, no matter what he does or what signs you have given him to stay away. A man will do everything to make you stay in his life. While away, missing you is very hard on him, and he's not looking forward to extending the time you're apart. As a result, he'll go the extra mile in letting you know how much he misses you. He can do things he doesn't normally do to surprise you and convince you of his positive change. You may have broken up with him due to a nasty part of his personality, but he's doing his very best to change it. This sign is all about his perseverance to win you back at all costs. Even the risk of rejection is way better than spending so much time missing you. He's jealous about the other guys in your life. A man cannot stand it when the love of his love is with other guys. It's that jealousy eating up every part of his soul whenever he hears news that you're with someone. Do remember, that's a clear sign of him missing you, and you have to deal about this matter before things can get worse for him. Who knows? Your guy may be the bad kind of jealous, and he might walk straight to his new man and beat him up. That's way overboard, but the best thing to do about this is to just talk, ladies. He's mad when he doesn't get to talk or see you. We're sure you have made tons of excuses not to see a guy. Whether it's about work, school, or something else, any excuse not to see him can make a man frustrated. He clearly wants to end days, weeks, months, or even years of missing you. His frustration is a sign that he yearns to be with you as fast as possible. And it gets harder the more you reject him too. Some men can't see this as a sign that girls don't want them anymore as well. We know this situation is very complicated, and it won't get any easier for him and you. He writes you letters or poetry as a sign that he misses you. By nature, men tend to give more importance on action. But when the odds are against them, they would resort to writing letters or poems to tell you how much he misses you. All of what he writes is clearly a huge sign that he's trying to get your attention when there's no contact between the two of you. If a man does this, it means he has gone to one of his last resorts. But be prepared, though, because once you are on the receiving end of these letters or poems, you might end up breaking your vow of not seeing him. His playlist is filled with sad love songs. When guys are busy or alone, they always turn to their music playlist to help them get along. In the event he's missing you, you can expect to find a lot of sappy and sad love songs in his playlist. Rather than listen to other genres of music, he would rather choose songs that remind him of you and what his current romantic situation is. How he spends his money is also a sign. Most men are particular when it's about their hard-earned money. Some can be stingy because they know how difficult it is to earn these days. All of that goes out the window when he needs to see you, the girl who means the most. Rather than miss you and mope about it, he can opt to buy dozens of flowers, send hot air balloon messages, or have an entire orchestra play in front of your house. While this is not what most men will do, you can expect them to spend money to get your attention. He said "I miss you" when all else fails. A man will simply go up to you and tell you how much he misses you after some time of no contact. Men would give up all of their pretensions and fears to say these words straight to your face. He might be tired from throwing so many signs in the air, so he'll just tell you directly.